Alright, we're going to wait for good old YouTube's end to confirm everything before we get actively started. We always give it about a minute or so before we truly get rocking and rolling, so that way we just know YouTube's receiving the content and all that great stuff. But hopefully you're all having a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Go ahead and make sure everything's loaded up on my end, so that way we don't have any sort of weird hiccups. Ooh, almost messed that up. There we go. We got the game background audio today, so it's gonna be a little back to the old ways. Just I don't know really why, but just kind of wanted to go back to it. I haven't had any issues doing the other ones that I've seen, but again, figured why don't we just go ahead and bring back the good old game audio. Alrighty, got everything I think ready on my end. It looks like YouTube has finally notified me that we are indeed live, which is awesome. Hopefully, yeah, like I said, hope you guys have all had a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are. And be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you are new here. I'd love to get to know you, get to talk to you, all that great stuff, all the normal hubbub. We are here back in Let's Go Eevee Pikachu. It's been a hot minute since we last live streamed. I don't know exactly how long per se, but a lot of it just had to do with end of school year coming up. A lot of, work demand added more on that, plus, doing all my daughter's graduations, and my eldest daughter got sick for a little bit as well, so just had to kind of tend to some life things. We also had a lot of local things happening, like our pool opening up. We have like a splash pad also as well around us that is open. The zoo has new hours, all that type of stuff. It's just kind of like Celebration Central. Speaking of the zoo, we're actually going to the zoo tomorrow for a special event, so I'm very much excited. But let's just get diving right back into what you possibly are tuning into this for. I think that you can see Jane is indeed still intact, so it is not gone away. No worries there. We're at a chain of 450 Bellsprout. And I don't honestly know if we'll see a shiny one today or not, but my thinking is streaming for a few hours. I don't know, I'm in that debate, do I just stay up and just keep going? Obviously don't have school or anything like that anymore, so I don't have to worry about like the early wake up, so I could like actually, sleep in tomorrow. And it's not really probably sleep in, my kids will probably still get up around 7 something, but instead of being 5 something, maybe 2 more hours of sleep. But at the same point, I want to really get these Bellsprouts done and get back into streaming again. Yeah, a lot of the hiatus mostly had to just do with illnesses and just demand of life. But we should be ready to rock and roll. I got Omega Ruby working yesterday, actually, or day before last. So that's all ready to start rocking and rolling as well. Get that started here, probably starting the new week and everything like that. And we'll get Mario going as well. Get a nice little variety, but first and foremost, we need Bellsprout. Because the Mario series that I had in mind kind of involves the Switch. And while I could shift to something that's a Mario game not on the Switch, like your DS, your Wii, your, GameCube era types, just got the safest route of Mario games. I guess there are a few olderish Mario games that I do want to play or give a try. But, yeah. That's why I keep saying to myself I need to eventually invest in a second Switch. If the rumors are indeed 100% true this time about the second, well, it's not really rumors at this point, Nintendo itself has confirmed that a new Switch is coming out next year at some point. my thinking would be turning the Switch that I'm currently using to record all this and do everything on and all my games into my, you know, gaming, streaming one, and then the other one into my main one. But that's sadly still down the road. I have some methods to work around most kinks, but not all of them. We still are going to be doing every 25, we are going to do the mass transfer. So at 475, we will do a transfer of Bellsprouts if we have not found the shiny by that point. And go from there. Yeah, the weather is starting to shape up a lot more. Starting to get warm out. I'm definitely starting to feel like I'm going to need a good, like either just centralized, like their AC unit or something in my stream setup, just because I don't have the best airflow in here. Computer just sent me a notification for some reason. But yeah, just to prepare for the heat. I mean, I have a lot. I mean, what I have, one tiny fan, one, I would say 2 medium fans, and then 1 big fan that are helpful, but they definitely, like, it keeps airflow in here. It doesn't necessarily make me cool, I would say, but it definitely keeps airflow. To where it's not like humid and stuff. Like, I wouldn't have the sweat heat, I would just have that hot heat where it's just like feels like more tougher to breathe type of a deal. So yeah, like I said, it's just something to kind of get some cold air in here would be ideal. I feel like I definitely have the setups now for the cold weather for sure. I have 3 or 4 heating units. And that's not also including like my heated blankets and stuff and all that to bring out here. I know everybody's argument is that it's like, oh, it's always easier to bundle more up than it is to cool down. I still just prefer the nice weather. There's just more stuff to do when the weather is nice than when it's cold. Allergies. Allergies have been kicking my butt. Yeah, I have the, like, mowing of grass. Cottonwood that flows around and growing. Pollen, obviously. Things like that are, not helping the old, sinuses. I do try to take allergy pills and sinus relief and congestion pills and whatever else to make myself not be so miserable, but obviously allergies are a pain in the butt. My eyes get itchy, I get all watery and stuffy and sneezy and stuff. Wonderful. Usually though it's more fall time than springtime for me when my allergies hit, so it's kind of weird that it's reversed as I've gotten older, but here I am. Yeah, we're talking more of other stuff. So like I said, yeah, both my daughters had their graduations and everything like that. Both graduated. My youngest will be going into pre-K next year, so she'll go every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday instead of just Monday, Wednesday, like when she was in preschool. And then my eldest will be going until first grade as well. They each got their own individual awards and all that too, which was very exciting, very awesome, very proud of them for all that they've done. I know some of them obviously we help, say like their attendance awards and stuff like that, but still getting the awards in their classrooms and stuff was very much exciting. My eldest will also be doing some kind of like, not really homeschooling, but additional schooling for her speech and stuff, just because she has some problems with her S's. But yeah, other than that, very exciting times that we just had. And since it was both their last days of school yesterday, my thing was to now probably today, but Wednesday, we'll just say that way, making it a celebrating end of school day. So we'll go to the zoo. The zoo's having a special event where they're doing basically turtle racing. I have no idea how long this thing is going to last, but I've never done it. In the 14 years I've been to the zoo now, it's one of those events I haven't done. There's only, I think, right now, until the new exhibit opens up next Monday, 2 things I have not done at our local zoo, which are the Zoo 500, and the, I'm going to say it wrong, I know I'm going to say it wrong, Flamingo Mingle. I don't know why I have trouble saying this thing, but I just do. Because I feel like I want it to rhyme, but it doesn't. But I've fed the flamingos. They do have flamingo feedings, but in the morning, about 9:15 in the morning, and I keep trying for it, but every time that I try for it, then it's like no longer on the events list, so it gets kind of confusing when it exactly is happening in the zoo and stuff. But basically what the Flamingo Mingle is they bring you out there to the patio where the flamingos are. They come out there, and you have basically food for them, food for yourself. You basically just have almost breakfast, brunch together. They all surround you and stuff like that. I've seen it, I've just never been a part of it. There's a few things my girls haven't got the luxury to do, like feed the birds. They haven't done that yet. I think my youngest would still be just a bit too young to maybe do it. Be scared because one is just, you know, kind of a stick that they lick off of. The other one is one they literally like land on your arm. And I don't know how she would do with that. So I think the elephant experiences start up that day too, where you can actually like physically touch the elephants and everything like that. There's also the giraffe feedings, stingray feedings, kangaroo feedings. I mean, it's all sorts of exciting stuff, like I said, plus on top of the race and everything like that. So just gonna make a zoo day. We'll probably do the dolphin show and stuff like that. Just make a big exciting day for it. I'll just have to make sure either right when I'm done with this or tomorrow, waking up early enough just to make sure we have a good bag packed and everything like that. So we're just prepared as we can be for, yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be like ultra hot but I know it's still going to be on the warmer side, but there are, you know, both a mix of inside and outside sections that have actually a splash to years ago, replaced with the kangaroo exhibit. But they do serve like ice cream and stuff like that too, to kind of keep the kiddos from getting too hot. But I do miss the old splash park. This is something sadly my kids never got to enjoy because it was gone and being built over. I think when my eldest was born, technically they were shifting. So in between when it was a splash park and when it was a kangaroo exhibit, it was like this misty maze thing that you would go through a forest-looking area and whatever. Yeah, I've been through a lot of changes at the zoo. Some things I do miss a lot. They used to do elephant rides and stuff like that. They used to have, obviously, like a petting zoo back in the day. They used to have things like the spotted dogs, hyena type deal. I think of other stuff they used to have. There used to be a walrus. I always feel like there's a memory of a hippo, but apparently no one else remembers this, so I'm just apparently crazy on that one. But for sure there was a walrus. The exhibit's still there, and it keeps just saying it's been under construction for the past at least 5 years, 4 or 5 years. The only one that's on longer construction period has been the like the bald eagles and stuff. That one's been going on almost 8 years since the last time those have been on exhibit. The exhibit's there. It's been, seems like it's finally done. They kept saying, oh, it's the birds can't come because we're doing all this construction. You know, they built the monkeys, they built the kangaroo exhibit, they built whatever else they were building around there, and yeah. You ever want zoo lore for my zoo? I got you covered. If I say if I really want one thing to come back to my zoo, it is the Christmas at the Zoo mistletoe hunting. It's the one thing I hope that they do bring back. I kept blaming COVID for recent years to why it went away. That's what technically started the tradition of the zoo every single year. So the first time I ever went to the zoo, that wasn't like a school trip or something. I'm sure I went to maybe in the past, but I just don't remember. But what started my consecutive 14 years was my sister had a pass, and she had a parking pass as well and all that stuff. She worked near the area. We went there with her family fall time. I know that for sure. And I saw advertised about Christmas at the zoo, and they had a pass at that point for, I think, a little bit of time. So they had been to it, and they were telling me about it and all that. And I was like, oh, that'd be definitely very exciting to experience. So in 2010, the girl that I was out with at the time, we went to Christmas at the zoo. It was my first Christmas at the zoo, and all that, and it became a yearly tradition, whether I was with someone or single or with my wife later down the road or with kiddos or whatever it would be. I kept going. Maybe not how many bell sprouts I'm at. I kept getting it. Oh, I'm one away. Where did it go? It's like I sensed I was getting close. But yeah, the mistletoe hunting, it'd be 10 random mistletoes, and they've ranged to very difficult to stupid easy. But it ended in 2019, because COVID obviously stopped a lot of things. And it hasn't technically truly come back. Last year they had maybe, I think, 4 or 5 of them in random locations, and I was like, oh, for sure now that all the exhibits are open again, they're going to bring it back. Because like the butterfly exhibit was closed for a long time, the parts around the forest were closed for a long time. They reopened like where your giraffes and elephants and all that, they reopened that up during the winter as just like a light show type deal. Even though there's no animals there, you can still go through it and enjoy a light show. I don't know why I was about to catch another bellsprout when I'm at the cap. Make sure no shinies appear. Nothing. Okay. But yeah. Sorry, had to make sure I saw a bellsprout head, and I had to make sure he wasn't shiny. But yeah, if you found like all 10 mistletoes, you would be entered in a possible drawing to do an Endolphin experience. And it was just really cool. Other things we can talk about, my eldest daughter and my wife are going to be doing a movie night at some point in time. I think they're planning mid-June to do a movie night, which is very exciting for them. Me and my youngest will probably do something ourselves, but I haven't figured that part out yet. But my eldest had earned a date night basically with her mom and everything like that to go to the movies. They're going to probably watch Inside Out 2, it looks like right now. I'm actually on Thursday going to get the tickets and everything prepared. I think I'm going to get them like IMAX tickets, get like the big movie theater experience and everything like that. Make it really special and everything like that. Me and my wife are also talking about kind of doing our first trip since probably like our honeymoon as just a couple again, now that the kids are a little bit more, you know, able to be good in other people's hands without us overly worrying as much, but trying to maybe do like either like a strip to like maybe one of the states around us. Our talks right now are doing the Chicago area for like a Broadway play that will be going on then, and some like soccer matches because she's a big soccer person, maybe football as well because that'll be during football season. Just a lot of fun things like that. I know my wife's work is also hosting a kind of like baseball game type deal, which will be kind of exciting to go to. My dad's work actually did the exact same thing, so it's going to be kind of a throwback to that. Four whole non-shiny Bellsprouts, just in case anybody was counting. My kids don't know this at all, because obviously we haven't told them, but in July we are going to a trip to Texas and Oklahoma and a couple other probably stops, but for sure those two, because it's where my wife grew up, and see some of her town and all that, and I get to finally see where like the houses she grew up in and everything like that. So my wife's had a much more bigger state journey. I've been in one state my entire life, and obviously been to other states for travel or whatever, you know, your family trips, whatever you may have you. But she was born in Hawaii, lived in Texas and Oklahoma, and then moved to Indiana. So get to finally see some of her stomping grounds and everything like that after being together since, you know, way 12 and haven't got to experience that. But it's not an easy trip to Texas. Obviously it's a long trip, but we are going to be driving down all in a big van, her family and everything like that, and then after the trip and everything like that, we'll be flying back home. So it'll be both my daughter's first flight. So they've been dying to try to go on an airplane. We're also going to try to hit a beach out there. They've never been really to a true beach as well. And then I don't know really what else. I know we on the plane itself we do have like a layover as well in Atlanta, so we might do something over there. I think it's like a 2 or 3 hour layover, so we might be able to hit up something, but also I know we won't want to try to venture where we miss a flight. Ultimately, I'm glad that summer is officially here. I know things will get more busy on just like life front, just because obviously they're going to be out of school, so that what used to be always Monday and Wednesday streams when my youngest and eldest were both in school at the same time will probably almost indefinitely cease to exist. The only way they could potentially continue would be requiring a lot of long USB cords. We'll just say that. Because I would need a USB cord to reach my controller inside, a USB cord to get my camera inside, and microphone and all that type of stuff to do what I've been doing right now in my current setup. But obviously, like I said, my setup's a little bit further off from where like they all stay and stuff like that. So that's why I always have the camera and stuff going as well, so I can know what's going on where they are. It's just like a 1 minute run and, you know, to help them out if needed. But yeah, when they're actually awake and all that, I don't know if I would feel confident enough doing stuff out here while they were in the house, you know, like say by themselves type of video. I just don't like that thought. All these bell sprouts, man. Yeah. The only way, yeah, like I said, I would guarantee myself to stream again in the earlier times would be if I can get my stuff to be properly also set up inside plus outside. Which is my end game goal. But at least with the current setup that I have now, I can stream anytime that I want. Oh, not sorry, anytime, but every day if I want. Sorry, that's the better wordage. I can't stream anytime, because obviously, like I said, I just explained how if my kids and stuff are awake and stuff, it's not like I'm going to be able to stream as easily. Say more of a freedom to stream right now. And then once I have it 100% complete, then yes, I can stream whenever I wanted to. So as much as I probably would like the whole like ability to be able to stream wherever, whenever type of a deal, like I said, I mean, not that YouTube in a sense is not a priority in a sense, but I'd rather have my comfort, I guess, first and foremost idealized, and then my ability to, you know, put content out there maybe next. So I'm not too concerned really with that just as of yet, especially without having a schedule in place. And I'll figure that out more during the fall winter time. As I'll try to have it during the summer, but it just gonna be more demanding with, like I said, school and stuff like that. There's more stuff to do. Get my setup to be both inside and outside. Like I said, I would definitely need, at bare minimum, I think 1, 2... So I need my microphone, USB, camera USB, and controller to access whatever I'm playing, USB. So at minimum 3 USBs to reach into my house to do content in there. And then as far as streaming here during the summer, comfortably for long times, the things I'm missing are a good cooling unit, I feel like, is the major thing. And then just more, just like I said, a lighting setup in here to where I don't just have to have, I mean, I have 2 major lights, which are working right now, don't get me wrong. My ring lights are working pretty well. It just doesn't feel like I said, like I'm in a comfy setup, that's what I'm using as lighting. If it was more like, you know, the ones you see in your house, or heck, even probably like LED lighting around the thing like a lot of people use, they have like in their kitchens or their bedrooms and stuff, like, be a bit of a better scenario. Oh gosh. When winter rolls around, I'll know how much I'm really truly set for winter. But like I said, I feel like I definitely have more better heating sources than I do cooling sources right now. Like I said, the cooling sources that I have right now, I feel like I'm more just blowing the hot air around, like I said, keeping airflow to where, you know, it feels like I can, you know, function in a sense without sweating my butt off. Like I said, it's still ultimately blowing hot air. My best 2 fans, there's one, if you're, I mean, I don't know, I'm trying to like play this, if you're acting like you are the camera, the one that's watching me, the best 2 fans are the ones that are really right behind this shoulder here. It's probably the #1 fan. Definitely feels like the coolest of the entire group. And then I have one that you like, I can add like water and ice and stuff to make it like a cooling misting fan. I have a miniature fan that goes more directly onto my computer to keep it from overheating, and then I have a large one of those like circular rotating type fans. I don't even know what those are called. That's behind the computer as well, but technically also can blow on the computer. Really the only fan that's not on the computer as well is the one that you put like the cold water and stuff into, which I feel like makes sense why I won't have that on the computer. I don't think it blows enough to hurt anything, but all these non-shiny Bellsprouts, man. Will we see Bellsprout become the largest chain without a shiny? And we were at 500 something Rattatas. I don't know the exact number. I would have to look back on the stream to figure out the exact number of Rattatas we got to. But I definitely don't think I got to 600. Because the thing is, no matter what, this shiny Bellsprout chain continues, guaranteed, going into the next route. So it could go pretty high. It'll take until we get a shiny Caterpie or Weedle in Route 2 before it finally is done for. Then I think once we get Route 22 done, then we finally get the Pokemon size thing to occur. I think that's when that all happens, is Viridian Forest. not be stubborn, please and thank you. I wonder, like, just because I know it hasn't happened yet, so it's like harder to tell, but like if Bellsprout will become like, oh man, it took so long, I hate him now. I don't think I could ever hate really a Pokemon, but you know what I mean, like become so like mad at it for taking so long, or it's gonna be just so exciting that it's gonna make me like Bellsprout more because it was like, finally, after all this time, we finally got it. And it's like one of those hype moments, you know? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I want to get to a new route. And that is for sure how I'm feeling right now. I'm so ready for a new route. And once you get to officially... I mean, like I said, the Route 2 will have all the same Pokemon we're seeing right now, so it's still going to feel a little bit repetitive once we get to Route 2. But at least Route 22 is a little bit more variety because you get Spearow and the Nidorans. Felt like we started so very strong with this series, beginning like Tata and 40 encounters, and every other one has been forever and a day to get on Route 1. Dang, man. Alright, one more Bellsprout and we'll have 500 of them. Couldn't just been shiny. Couldn't just, you know, made it all nice and simple for us. Not shiny. sent 848 Bellsprouts, by the way. That's crazy. We've had 1,000 Pokemon that have not been Bellsprout. Eventually, a scenario will happen where either we'll finally get it, or we'll finally have a shiny fail. Like, that's pretty much where we're at. But we've seen neither happen yet, which is very much astonishing for how long we've been doing this hunt for. Okay. Back on the prowl we go. Prowl, the hunt, the something. Adventure. No Bellsprout. Watching the camera right now because there's a lot of movement going on in the house, so it's kind of like just making sure everybody was okay. They're just trying to adjust to get comfortable. Right. Maybe either after this one or the next Bellsprout chain, I'll look into how many Rattatas we got too. exactly know, you know, what's the longest chain we've had. Keep telling myself I need to work on retitling all my previous streams. But I'll have to get to that later. I wonder what the biggest chain encounter someone's gotten to without a shiny. I don't think I'm there, but I'm just curious. Goodness. Give me Bell Sprout. Leg really quick. Oh god. I can stand up if I need to. Single Bellsprout on the screen right now. There he is. How many Pokemon we've encountered without only really true to shinies? 2 true shinies have appeared on our screen. There's 5 on our number board because we've evolved Pokemon. We were doing single stage Pokemon right now. We've been screwed. We only had 2 on our list. Getting irritable toward Bellsprout. We've not seen anything else sparkle. Crazy. 2 of them. 2 of them. Can you tell me neither one can be just a little bit more yellow? Starting to feel it, yeah, I'm starting to feel it. If I feel it, I mean feel the tiredness. It's just not good. Got power on, power through. At least this next 10. But maybe the next one will be the shiny one, and we'll have to go through all 10. We can move on to the next route, and Bellsprout will be nice, and he'll be our best friend again, and everything will be okay. Or it won't be that case, and we'll all be mad at Bellsprout and have trouble forgiving him, and maybe not invite him to parties. Following me. Mike like zoned out as that Pidgey approached me. Didn't even react. Just like, they're gonna run into me anyway. My dad's gonna run into me. Told you. I'm good at this predicting game. You guys ready for another Pokemon not named Bellsprout to run into me? Here he comes. Oh, never mind. Hang on. Get a Bellsprout now. You down? What's gonna happen to me? By Bellsprout sucking the everything out of me. It's a little bit different if I was getting the shiny tails, because at least I'd be like, oh, at least I'm seeing shiny Pokemon appear. Nothing. Nada. Zippo. Zilch. In other words, that means 0. Or nothing. Go away, Rattata. You've had your time to shine. Same with you, Pidgey. Five more. Would truly like to get to the 550 mark, but I don't know if I get that long, guys. I don't know what just hit me. Felt fine coming home and all that. I'd say probably all the weird sleep schedules and everything around all the school events and field days and graduations and non-shiny Bellsprouts. Kidding me. You know what? I'll make a deal. I'll make a deal I haven't made before. I feel like I've made all the deals so far with this Bellsprout in the past. But if we see shiny Bellsprout, because I'll do to the 525, I'll do my transfers and I'll run down and all that type of stuff. The shiny Bellsprout appears from right now after I pretty much get out of the screen to the end of the stream. The next hunt I will buy lures for. I will lower our odds going forward. That is only if a shiny Bellsprout appears between right now and the end of the stream, which is going to happen after the 525 encounter. Then I will buy lures. I will go against my own things, but to decrease our odds by 25 encounters. It might be worth it. I think it's 25 to 50. I can't remember now the exact number, but oh my gosh, I got stuck. Don't worry, knowing how Bellsprout's been the entire time that we've been hunting him. I think there's been times we've been hunting him before even Pidgey. And still not shining back then. I just don't see any reality of me having to break any of my rules. You know what is out there in the universe for it to possibly happen? And unless he appears right after this encounter, and I guess plus after the mass transfer and all that, pretty safe to say it's just not going to happen. This is the 525th encounter. The end of our catching, unless a shiny appears, until the next stream. Whole lot of nothing. Pidgey. Here we go. Moment of truth. Go to Oaks Lab. That's my destination this time. Alrighty, we gave it a chance. Onward we suffer. Gone for 32 hours. 2 shinies to show for it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Be sure, like I said, do subscribe and like and all that. Oh yeah, we need to figure out the Rattata question. That is right. Oh, my phone is freaking hot right now. Let's see here. Rattata chain, I think, was in the first couple episodes. Let's see how many rats we got to before it finally broke. This is at 300 right there. Goodness, really? You be stubborn like this? 518 right there. I forgot what the number was. Found the end of the stream, so. for all the transferring. So it's going to go for this. There it is. Let's see. Let's see who's in the lead. 585. So we're at 585 Rattatas. So we're close to beating it, but not just there yet. Alright, like I said, hope you guys did enjoy. We'll see you guys on the next stream video, whatever it may be. This is going to be definitely the Moderate Gamer signing out. Caw-caw!